Now we are taking simple distillation. Simple distillation is used to purify those organic liquids if the impurities and the given liquid has difference in boiling point which is more than 20 to 30 degrees centigrade. And this first you have to set the operators as shown in diagram. This is clamp stand. This is round bottom flask. We are heating it with the help of spirit lamp. This is the thermometer which will read the temperature. And this is the side tube where we have attached the condenser. In condenser we have got water inlet, means this will be connected to the water tap. This is outlet, this will be connected to the sink so that water can circulate into condenser. It is water in and water out, so it will keep here this condenser cool. This is the conical flask where we will collect the distilled substance. Now, the organic compound which we want to purify, we take in this round bottom flask. This will start heating. When we start heating, it starts changing into vapors. Now, these vapors touch the bulb of the thermometer and the temperature of thermometer rises. For example, if you are separating ethyl alcohol, purifying ethyl alcohol, so the boiling point of ethyl alcohol is 78 degrees centigrade. And when you find the temperature here 78 degrees centigrade, you will start collecting the vapors, means vapor will pass through this condenser, and on cooling the ethanol will be formed in liquid state which will be collected here. So this is the liquid substance which is distilled out and it will be purified. So main criteria is simple distillation is used when impurities and the substance which is to be purified, the difference in boiling point should be large, 20 to 30 degrees centigrade at least. The principle is the vapor of substance formed are condensed and the liquid is collected in the conical flask. Next we are taking fractional distillation. Now fractional distillation is used to separate those liquids which have less difference in their boiling point. And here heating is done with the help of oil bath or sand bath or water bath or even directly depending upon the boiling point of the liquid to be distilled. Here we have taken the mixture of liquids which are to be distilled. This is fractionating column with packing. Now this fractionating column creates obstruction so that vapors reach to the thermometer slowly, and during this process they keep on condensing again and again. So this fractionating column gives you the effect of repeated distillation. After that, suppose you have two components, one has got boiling point 78 degrees centigrade, other component has boiling point 80 degrees centigrade. So first 78 degrees centigrade vapors will reach to this thermometer and will show the temperature 78 degrees centigrade. And these vapors will pass through this side tube and reach the condenser. They will get condenser and will continue condensing, and we will get distilled water in this flask. After all the vapors of the substance, liquids whose boiling point was 78 degrees centigrade has passed through this side tube, now the vapors of the second liquid whose boiling point is 80 degrees centigrade will rise up and reach to the thermometer, and here the temperature shown will be 80 degrees centigrade. Now we will change this liquid, we will take it out the 78 degrees centigrade and put the fresh flask in which we will collect the other liquid whose boiling point is 80 degrees centigrade, and that vapors will get condensed and we will be able to get it. So the advantage of fractional distillation is that you can separate the liquids which have less difference in their boiling point. Fractional distillation is used in industries. In petroleum refining, fractional distillation is used. Acetone, methyl alcohol and acetic acid obtained from wood tar distillation by fractional distillation. And in alcohol industry also we use fractional distillation. So these are the applications of fractional distillation. The vapors of lower boiling point fraction reach at the top of the column first, followed by vapors of higher boiling point fraction, and by this principle we can separate petrol, diesel, kerosene oil, fuel oil, lubricating oils from the crude oil with the help of fractional distillation. Now we are showing you fractionating column. Here two types of fractionating column we are showing you. First one is which is packed with the glass beads. These glass beads create obstruction and only liquid having lower boiling point is able to reach to the thermometer and other is not able to, other gets condensed and comes back. After all the vapors of the lower boiling fraction is gone, after that only another liquid which has higher boiling point will start rising up and reach the thermometer. Here we have got bubble plate column. Here what happens, then vapors pass here, these bubble caps open and the vapors reach up. So every time the vapors will exert pressure, the bubble caps will open and ultimately the vapors of the lower boiling point will reach first, which can be collected from here. After condensing, we will collect from here. So the fractions having different boiling points can be separated with the help of this fractionating column. In fractional distillation of petroleum, this bubbled plate column type is fractionating column is used. Next, we are taking distillation under reduced pressure. Now, when we use this type of distillation, this distillation is used if the compound to be separated can decompose at their normal boiling point. For example, glycerol, hydrogen peroxide, and even manufacture of sugar from sugarcane juice is done by distillation under reduced pressure. And even seawater can be purified to make it fit for drinking water with the help of distillation under reduced pressure, so that a lot of fuel we can save by boiling the seawater at lower temperature by reducing the external pressure. Here we have steam generator. Here this apparatus is steam generator. Here water is being heated so that steam is formed. And here we have not, this is not steam generator. In distillation under reduced pressure, here we have got organic liquid. Here we have organic liquid which is to be purified with the help of distillation under reduced pressure. This type of glycerol can be there, or sugar solution, or from sugarcane juice we purify when we get sugar, that can be used in this round bottom flask. And here we have thermometer at which vapors will be formed, and this condenser will be used to condense the vapors so as to get the distilled liquid here. And here what we have, manometer. Manometer will read the pressure, how much pressure we have reduced, that will be read by manometer. And how we will be able to reduce the pressure, that we will do with the help of vacuum pump. Now, how much pressure is to be reduced depends upon what is the boiling point of this liquid. The temperature at which the normal boiling point needs to be reduced with the help of vacuum pump, which will reduce the pressure and its boiling point will be reduced. For example, glycerol boiling point will be reduced and we will be able to collect the pure glycerol at lower temperature without getting decomposed with the help of distillation under reduced pressure. So distillation under reduced pressure, a liquid boils at temperature below its boiling point and its vapor pressure becomes equal to the external pressure which we have already reduced by reducing the pressure, so that its boiling point is reduced.